Everybody killing it out there. Guys, I just had a random service call. I had a few jobs today. I'm going to put one of the service calls up later on. If not today, then tomorrow. But guys, I had a random service call. This is a heat pump. And guys, that's what I want to talk about real quick before I lose service. I'm going to wait till my last stop, but I got a few minutes and I got to get something off my mind here. Guys, sometimes you can't predict what you're going to run across, whether it be a good service call or just, a nuisance call. You got to take the bad with the good. That's how I see it. But guys, I just left a service call, and I swear, and I should have mentioned this with one of my shorts, but guys, out of every 10, and this is no bullshit, out of every 10 no AC service calls I go on with heat pumps, guys, I want to say about 5 of them, could be 6, at least 5 of them, guys. I get noise complaints from customers. They might say, hey, my heat pump outside is making a strange noise. And guys, with heat pumps, and I got to pull over here because I got to look for my shit. Guys, with heat pumps, I can tell you like this. With heat pumps, a lot of customers, and you'll be very, very surprised, a lot of customers don't really know how the defrost cycle works on a heat pump. And guys, for those that deal with heat pumps, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. But for customers that don't know how defrost cycles work and what sounds are technically normal on the heat pump, when does a heat pump turn off on defrost? A lot of customers really don't know, and like that's a good strategy for building maintenance agreements with heat pump customers. But like a lot of customers, what can happen in the summertime is you can get that customer that can go outside and maybe they might hear a unit turn off on defrost, which is not normal in the summer. But if they hear a strange noise, their first objection is to call a technician out to take a look at it, guys. But a lot of customers, and it's always been this way, but a lot of customers really don't know how it works. And like I said, I tell customers like this, especially new homeowners, if you're not familiar with heat pumps, you can look online and find information, but it's going to take you at least a good year to get past heat pumps, guys. And like I tell customers like this, in the wintertime, you're not going to really win with high electric bill. Well, you're not going to really win with electric heat pertaining to electric bills because, guys, with heat pumps, unless you got a dual fuel setup in Pennsylvania specifically, you're not really going to win with electricity in the winter, guys, because like heat pumps are great, but once you get below that threshold, meaning freezing, like in the wintertime, these heat pumps aren't really meant to run constantly. So you're going to need some type of supplemental heat. In this case, you'll probably have an electric heat or a dual fuel setup, which means you'll either have propane or a different fuel source inside. But we're talking specifically for heat pumps with electric backup heat. A lot of customers complain about high energy bills. Those are I'll say out of 5 customers that complain about noise, the other 4 could complain about high energy bills. And like I said, once customers know really how a heat pump system works, I feel like that can ease their minds a little bit because like I said, with anybody, if you hear a four-way valve turn from heat to AC or AC to heat, that can confuse a lot of customers. And like I said, that sound is not normal, but if you educate them on what's going on, like literally the call I just came from, the lady just said that the unit sounded like a tractor trailer hitting the brakes, and I'm like, huh? And she was like, I was like, yeah. Well, did you notice the fan stopped working outside? She was like, yeah, the fan stopped working, and I'm like, I mean, right now, guys, it's 90 degrees, and I'm like, okay, I knew in the back of my mind that defrost might have activated, but guys, I got there and everything is working fine. But with something like that, guys, I mean, if the unit is working, that's not really much to go off of. At that point, guys, I know that there was some intermittent probably going on with that board, but guys, something like that, I just told the customer, we got the model number of that unit on file, and if it does crap out and does something like that again, we know to replace the board and the sensor. But guys, with heat pumps, just to give you some food for thought, heat pumps are not supposed to kick off on defrost in the summer. You're only supposed to have defrost only in the wintertime. And defrost, guys, in a nutshell, that's the little board outside. It measures the ambient temperature around the heat pump, pretty much the coil temperature. If the coil temperature gets below a certain point, it does the defrost cycle to basically defrost the heat pump. But guys, if you have something like that going on in the summer, then at that point, either the sensor or the board is probably out of whack and you should replace it. But like I said, with that scenario, guys, the customer took a video and she said it did it for like probably 30 minutes and then it went away. And of course, guys, I get out there and then I couldn't find anything wrong. Everything was working fine. The defrost board had the little forced defrost pin on it, and yeah, everything worked fine. But I did tell her, like, intermittent problems sometimes it can get a little tricky to diagnose unless the issue was happening while I was there. But with something like that, guys, I see that all the time. And like I thought I made a shirt about this before, but probably not. But like I said, we get a lot of customers with heat pumps that may think that something's going on, and we go there, and like I said, most of the time the customer might just need a good education on how things work. And like I said, that's your job as a technician, is just to know what the hell you're talking about. And like I said, try to simplify how things work. You're not talking to a customer like you would one of us, like another technician, but it's your job to simplify it. And like I said, I can guarantee most customers, once you explain to them how heat pumps work, at best, hopefully they'll call you if it breaks. But like I said, that can put them at ease, because like I said, once you start hearing sounds and you don't know what to look for, if you know it's coming from your unit, you can guarantee that the customer is going to call you. But like I said, these nuisance calls, I don't even call them nuisance calls. Like I said, I didn't even need any tools really to diagnose that system. It was just like an in and out call. But like I said, guys, with these heat pumps, half of it is just education. The more you know, the more you can explain things to customers. And like I said, it's plug and play. But yeah, guys, as far as where I'm heading to now, it's another no AC stop. But the first call I came from, it was and I'll put this video up later. What the hell was it? I think it was a capacitor. It wasn't anything going on. And guys, I made that noted in the video. Like, it's something about warm weather. Whenever we get like 90-degree days, like back to back to back, those capacitors pop out like crazy. And like I said, those are pretty easy to replace and diagnose. But I don't know, guys. It's just something about warm weather. That's the number one reason why most of them go out. It's like probably due to warm weather. But yeah, guys, I got one more stop to get to. But yeah, though, like I said, I just made this quick live just to yap about these heat pumps, guys. And like I said, once you understand the gist of heat pumps, trying to explain this to a customer is just like, it's ABCs, And like I said, it's your job to make sure the unit is working safely and it's working up to par. And like I said, that's how we got half of our maintenance customers with heat pumps, is just explaining to them how things work, what you can do to clean it. And like I said, guys, it's just plug and play. It's not really a simpler way I can break it down. But yeah, guys, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that video up later, if not today, probably tomorrow. It depends on what time I can get out of this next stop. But yeah, guys, like I said, just check that video out. And like, we don't really get a lot of no AC calls with heat pumps. Like, that's another thing. We can't really predict what we're going to see. But the video I made a few days ago with that heat pump, that was a very cool video to see, as far as troubleshooting heat pumps. But like, most of the time we deal with a lot of straight AC condensers and gas furnaces. But like I said, guys, most of what I see, I'll definitely get some content so you guys can see. But most of our customers, like I said, especially if they had maintenance agreements with us, we're not really going to see too many crazy breakdowns or too many crazy repairs. But yeah, guys, but I'm going to rock out. I just wanted to make this quick stream. Luckily, I didn't lose service. But yeah, guys, I'm going to rock out. Peace out. I'll see you guys on the next one.